This is the Evening Star, Washington, D.C., Saturday, March 31st, 1923. 55 convicted of dry law plot. In Indianapolis, there were 55 out of 62 defendants that were found guilty of conspiracy to violate the Volstead Act, aka the Prohibition Act. Among the defendants, we have a mayor, a sheriff, a judge, an attorney, a prosecuting attorney, a former sheriff, a former prosecutor, a treasurer of the Republican City Committee, and a justice of the peace. Priest lives despite denial of clemency. This is from Moscow. The death sentence was imposed on Vicar General Butchkovich, but as of the 31st of March, he had not yet been executed, so there was some hope held out that perhaps there would be an appeal on the death sentence. Under ordinary circumstances, if clemency is refused, an execution is carried out within a few hours. 20 rum ships off Montauk Point. And this in Boston, a rum row of 20 vessels without lights was spotted between Nantucket and Montauk Bay. It's believed that these are associated with the steamer Avontown, a freighter from Glasgow, which is carrying whiskey and wine. Pope denies step to intervene in Ruhr situation. Rome, March 31st. The Vatican today issued a categorical denial that Pope Pius had taken any steps to intervene with the Ruhr situation. The Pope submits that the present struggle is mainly an economic and political one in which the pontiff cannot well interfere. Bomb confession stirs U.S. agents. A man by the name of Herbert Wilson confessed to constructing the bomb that was used on September 17, 1920 in Manhattan. On Wall Street, it killed 39 people and destroyed property. Herbert Wilson, he's a convicted murderer, an alleged mail robber, and a former evangelist. There seem to be many that have some doubts about his confession. They believe that perhaps he is confessing with the hopes of getting a stay of execution for a sentence on murder. 6 reported killed by French in Essen. Military turns machine guns on threatening Krupp plant workers. Looks like the French took over the Krupp Motor Works plant. They opened fire on the workers when the workers refused to leave, and they ended up killing 6 of them and injuring another 20. Ex-Commissioner J.B. White dies. Official here from 1897 to 1900 succumbs to Montclair, New Jersey home. President to take up sugar situation. In St. Augustine, Florida, the president was on vacation there, and while there, he's going to meet with C.H. Houston, who is the former Assistant Secretary of Commerce. Mr. Houston wants to address the rapidly rising sugar prices. It's Mr. Houston's opinion that there's no reason for the advance in prices, and it's merely speculation in the buying and selling that's responsible for it. He predicts that the prices would not remain at the high very long, and that the immediate effect of the advanced prices was to curtail consumption, and this would lead to an overstocked market. President Harding plans to have one final round of golf before he leaves Augustine, Florida. Endurance flyers are forced down. In Daytona, Ohio, you have 2 pilots who are attempting to set a new record for flying for the longest period of time. The previous record was 35 hours, 15 minutes, and 18 seconds. However, after 7 hours of flying, they had to land because of engine trouble. They were flying in a T-2 rebuilt Fokker monoplane. The T-2 had just been outfitted with a new 400 horsepower Liberty motor. U.S. Asiatic fleet leaving Manila on way to Japan. So we have a fleet of boats that left at 1 o'clock this morning. The visit to Japan is a part of the fleet's annual courtesy call at ports of various nations in the Orient. Army Officer Rowe is ordered probed. We have 2 Army officers in Texas. One is a colonel and one is a captain, both in the same infantry. One is accusing the other one of defamation of character. Apparently, something was said about the wife of the other, and there is a $100,000 damage suit brought between them, which would translate to about $1.7 million in 2023 dollars. So Secretary Weeks has ordered a Major General to launch an official investigation into that controversy. 4 Army planes expected Tuesday get away to the beautiful start this morning at Miami, Florida. Shifting lawyers pleases Oyster. Believes transfer of assistant district attorneys will speed liquor prosecutions. District soon to have a model tin can tourist camp of U.S. McAdoo okays Wilson's choice along with OWN. In Denver. Zoning may guard beauty of Capitol with lower avenue building line and bar surrounding business. Dances 1,460 minutes. So we have a man in Paris, Cesar Leone, who set a new record for continuous dancing for 24 hours and 20 minutes. Big fires threaten Chesapeake Bay and Bolling Field. 4 men hurt when hangar here is enveloped after chemical blast. DC fire apparatus makes record run. Damages may reach $300,000. High winds add to troubles of those fighting the flames. $300,000 would be about $5 million, over $5 million in 2023 dollars. In the blaze, the photographic headquarters and a hangar were destroyed, and 1 airplane and much valuable equipment at Bolling Field. The blaze at Chesapeake Bay wiped out the Belvedere Hotel and a combined cottage and grocery store in the vicinity. And with weather, we have fair but cold day Easter promise. Lowest temperature is expected to be 20 degrees or slightly lower.